Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Good evening. Today is Saturday evening, 9 p.m. and we're starting our today's session where we will be talking about what's going on right now in the market. So this is including the different companies, what are they doing? It's including the real estate market, and it includes all other segments of economy and the latest news that happened for during the last 1 week time. Okay, so we have gathered a certain question that were asked by different people, and the main important questions would like just to give a clarification that would be interesting for a lot of people. The first question is from one of the salesperson that I know is it's about sales, and he's asking a question. I have a list of landlords that I know personally. How can I work with them? So here, when the person asks, how can I work with the list of the real estate investors? So here I have a counter question. How do you want to work with them? You want to sell them something, or you want to get from them something like property or inventory? So then the person said, I actually want to get their property that they are having. So for this, for example, I would like just to give a draft example how to approach, how to pitch these people. Hi Lakshmi, hello, nice to see you here. The best way for them, for example, if you have a list of investors or you have a list of landlords, the best way is right now, by the way, they need your help. Right now, they need someone professional, someone responsible who will work on their property if there are willing people to work on their properties. For example, now a lot of landlords are struggling to sell their property. Now a lot of landlords are struggling to rent their property. If someone will rent their property, they will be more than happy. Or if you can sell this property, they will be more than happy. So that's why don't need to be shy, don't need to feel uncomfortable. No worries, they want you to call them. They need someone. If you're responsible, if you're a professional agent, they need you to call them. They need you to call them. Okay, so here is one of the best pitches will be you just call the person, the landlord that you know or in your list, and you tell them, hello Ahmed, how are you? Good evening, how is everything? Hope you're safe. So then Ahmed replies, hello, I'm good, what about you? Who is this? Then I say, Ahmed, this is James actually. My name is James. I'm calling you from X Real Estate, and you won't believe, but I have a potential client who might be interested in renting or buying your property. Are you considering to sell or rent your property, Ahmed? James, I'm sorry, it's rented out. Or James, I'm sorry, I don't have a property. Or James, I'm sorry, it's sold already. Or James, yes, by the way, yes, I would be interested in you selling my property, or in you, I would be interested in you renting my property. So this is how it works in general. So very important here, your approach, make it very down to earth, make it very, very personal. Don't make it too professional. Don't make it like sounding like a stupid, crazy telesales. Make it very down to earth when you're saying, I hope you're well in this COVID-19 time because this crazy lockdown. So then you won't believe, just do an experiment. Say this, sir, I really hope that you're fine during this crazy COVID-19 time. And the person will smile. He will say, yeah, this crazy COVID-19 time is going on. But who is this, by the way? And then you introduce yourself. You say, my name is James, or my name is Michael, or my name is Ahmed. I'm calling you because I have a potential buyers who would be interested in purchasing or in renting your apartment or your villa. Would you be interested in renting that? Dahilalia, hello, nice to see you here. So this is how it actually works. This is how the pitch will be built. So this is in case if you work in the real estate and you want to get a property or you want to get an apartment from the landlord. So there is another way to approach the list of possible clients, but when you want to sell them. When you have, for example, a certain product and you are willing to sell your product. So in this case, first of all, the rule number one is you must have some ready product, ready property in your hand. But here is the question, which property is easier to sell now? So let's guess, very crazy time, global economic crisis, literally every individual is suffering right now. Literally every company is suffering right now. People are afraid to lose their jobs, to get the salaries reduced, and so on. So which properties will be easier to sell? Obviously, these properties will be the affordable properties. So the properties which are affordable, these will be the easier to sell. So step number one is you must have one ready product in your hand. It can be off plan or it can be a ready property. And the second step is you take a number of the person, you literally dial in and you say, for example, "Hi James, how are you? This Ahmed's calling you. Hope you're well in this COVID-19 time. Hi Ahmed, hi Ahmed, I'm fine. Where are you calling from? James, you won't believe I have now amazing, super affordable, super discounted one bedroom for sale with a 3,000 dirhams a month. Or I have an amazing one bedroom for sale, which is lease to own. So you can rent it and you can be the owner of this property." So this is one of the best pitches that worked. And I have some friends who had used it and who give me the feedback that they have closed some couple of units. Of course, these units are from the list of super affordable properties. So this is how it works in case if you are working in the real estate industry and you are if you are working with a certain list or with a certain database of people. So if there are landlords, you simply get the properties the way I explained now. If there are the possible potential investors, you pitch the product that you are having. So this is how the pitch will be built. Okay, another question. Which industries are moving now? Okay, interesting question. I myself, I'm connected with the real estate industry, with the consulting industry, with the online industry, with the digital product industry, for example, applications, and the education industry, online courses. So what I can say that literally all the industries right now are suffering. I know some people who are having a certain involvements in food business, for example, in farming, in supplying rices and other food businesses, and literally all of them are suffering. For example, one of the person that I know, he has a huge rice business in Russia, and he was saying that his sales have fallen recently twice. So the main reason is export is not allowed. And for example, you can't export right now rice from Russia to other countries. Second one, you can't easily take rice from one city in Russia and take it to another city. So the borders are closed. So food business is really suffering. Restaurant business is really suffering because I know people who are scared to order from outside because they're afraid that the food will be somehow poisoned or somehow infected with the virus. So in my case, I think I'm a little bit careless concerned to the COVID-19 virus. Hope myself and all of you will be safe. So literally, based on my experience, which might not be so great, literally all the industries are suffering. Retail is suffering, online business is suffering, digital business is suffering, hospitals are suffering. For example, hospitals, medical equipment, still it's suffering. Yes, there are sales, there is a business, but there are suffering. It's not really great because the only reason is people cannot pay. It's not about the certain industry being down, it's all about people not having the money or people being very scared to spend the money so freely, so openly. So I would say that literally all the industries right now in the world are suffering. Before, a long time ago, I used to program and develop. I have some applications in App Store, so literally the sales have fallen. So I have some online courses for sale, and I see that it has an impact of slowing down. So all the industries, even including digital ones, are really suffering. I'm telling this based on my personal experience, not that something that I heard, but something that I am experiencing right now. So industries are moving, but it had slowed down a lot. So industries are moving, but it's super slow right now. Okay, So another question that we have got, how are the market prices at the moment? How are the market prices at the moment? So the market prices right now, it's literally it's going down, and it will be going down further, but I don't think that it will be like drastically falling. But I expect 5 to 10% for sure in the next 3 to 4 months. I expect price to go down. Those people who are renting right now, the best thing is if you have, for example, renewal going on, or your contract will be expired soon, this is the best time for you to negotiate with your landlord. Don't try to move to another apartment, because then you'll be paying extra commissions, a new security deposit, and then you need to move in, move out, and so on. Better try to renew your current tenancy contract. In case if your tenancy contract is right in the middle right now, the best thing that you can do is try to negotiate with your landlord, telling him literally, I cannot, you can present my checks, the checks will be bounced, I am literally unable to pay, in case if you're unable to pay, of course. But keep in mind that now is the time for you to save your money. This is what about the rentals. Rental prices have dramatically reduced, where, for example, 1 bedroom you can you can rent literally in any area of Dubai for 45, highest, for example, 50,000 dirhams, a really good 1 bedroom available. It can be JLT, it can be Dubai Marine, it can be JVC, JVT, and so on. And mostly people are moving to more affordable houses right now. So some people who have been renting, let's say, some expensive property for 100,000, so now they're moving to more affordable properties, which will cost them 50,000, 60,000, or 70,000. So people are tending to save money. Those people who have purchased properties with a mortgage, with the help of banks, they will suffer also a lot, because a lot of, by the way, I have read that I think it's International Labor Organization expects 16 million, if I'm not mistaken, 16 million or 160 million, I don't remember now, people to lose their jobs. It's a expected forecast. So there will be a lot of people who bought a property with a mortgage, so they will be very scared, and they will try to sell their property, just sell it out. They will just try to sell it out, so there will be good deals available in the market. But to the sales people in the real estate, I would like to advise, don't wait for these deals every single day. This is the day where a lot of transactions are happening, a lot of business is happening, so just keep going literally every day. Don't wait for one day to come. Okay, so another question that we have got, are some people going back to home countries? Okay, so I was recently approached by one of the person that I know personally. He's actually the owner of a very big group of companies, and he told me, hey Ahmed, I need your help. I need you to refer me some good human resources or some good people, because one of my main staff, who is one of his main employees, is going back to his home country. So he said it's a little bit urgent situation. If you could send me some good CVs, or if you know someone looking for a job, please send me. So then I asked, what's the reason he's going back? So he said his family, he's from India, his family is staying back in India, and because of this pandemic situation, he's not really secure here, so he would like to go back to his home country, to India, and to stay with his family. So this is what he said. Then I had a chance to speak with one gentleman who is literally, I know him personally, who is literally trying to go back to his home country. He's from India, and I spoke with him. He said that he already registered himself in the Indian embassy to go back to his home country, India. He's from South India, and he said that around 200,000 people in UAE already have registered to go back to home countries. So this is one person, and this happened literally today evening. I spoke with this person. So 200,000, he said, people, Indians, are going back to India. At least they have registered themselves to be back in their home country. So by the way, I know other people from different countries who are also planning to go back to their home countries. So there are some people, mainly this is the class with the salaries of 4,000, 3,000, 5,000, 6,000, the highest 7,000 dirhams. So these are the people, and who have literally they have no further support to stay in this country, so that's why they are forced to go back. So unfortunately, this is also the reality of current period, and this is literally what just happened just right now. Okay, how companies are working at the moment. So another question that we have got, how companies are working at the moment. So I know personally that different companies are hiring. You can also, if you want, you can drop me your CV as a private message. So I'll forward your CVs to the people that I know who are hiring. So some companies that are hiring, especially on non-salary based, if it's a commission based job, so companies are hiring because companies have no cost, so they are hiring. So this is what's happening right now. Other companies, so let's say we have been working for the last 2 weeks, I think 2 or 3 weeks, 2 weeks since they announced it. So we have been working, but majority companies were not working, and we see that a lot of companies started working now. Like from today, some companies started working as of Saturday. Some companies I've seen started working from Thursday. So companies, not all companies are working at the moment, and some companies, 30% of their staff, majority 30% of their staff are working, while the remaining 70% working from home, or working every alternative day, or working every second day, where their salaries have been also reduced. So this is what's happening right now with the companies, but a slight movement is there. So there is a certain slight movement in the companies, in the businesses. So I'm very optimistic 1, 2, 3 months, everything will be okay. So this is what's happening regards to the companies. Another question that we have got is when all shops and borders will be opened. Okay, when all shops and borders will be open. Around, I think maybe 40 minutes ago, I had a chat with one of my friend. He was saying that he was recently in Dubai Mall and Mall of the Emirates. He said that majority of shops, they were open actually. So majority of shops, they were open. But borders, there are some rumors that the borders will be opened by 1st of July. So they're saying that by 1st of July, the borders are going to open and the flights will be there, and the people can travel here and there. But there are also some other rumors that people could travel only if they have a certain test which shows that there is no COVID-19, you're not infected with the COVID-19, then only they will allow you, for example, to come to UAE, something like this is there. But from very trusted source, I got the information that 1st of July that the flights will be opened, and cinemas, everything is going to be open. This is what I heard, like the deadline is 1st of July. So I hope so, it won't take longer than this. About shops, majority, 70-80% of shops, for example, in Mall of the Emirates and other malls are open right now. Majority of shops are open right now, except some few shops. For example, Apple Store. Apple Store is not open at the moment, unfortunately. So the reason I'm actually laughing because one of my devices got damaged, so I couldn't repair it because the shop was closed. So this is what's going on right now in UAE for the last 7 weeks. So I know some people who are actively trying to find a job, and I'd like to give a personal advice, those who are trying to find a job. Try to wake up early in the morning, for example, 7, 8 a.m. morning, wake up, and go to the websites like Indeed.com, Bait.com, NoCreGolf.com, LinkedIn.com, then GolfTalent.com, and literally apply to every possible vacancy starting from 7 or 8 a.m. morning. So the reason is because the HR of the company is coming, let's say 9 o'clock or 9:30 or 10 o'clock. So when you send your CV, when you submit your CV will be one of the latest one in the inbox. So there is a very high chance that the HR manager will see your CV and will review your CV. This is the advice I would like to give to all my friends or to everyone literally looking for a job right now. Or thank you, Salim, hope you're well. If you need some assistance, some of the company owners that I know personally, they are hiring. I'll be happy to pass your CV and to drop your CV to them. Unfortunately, we don't have at the moment the vacancy, so we're full. So I'll forward your CVs to them. So by the way, I would like to share one more experience. I have one of the persons, can't disclose the details, one of the persons I know was looking for a property to purchase, and he contacted I think many by the way, many, maybe 4, 5, 6 brokers maximum. He contacted them, where to viewing came only one. So to viewing came only one broker. So then I was surprised, and I was thinking then the people will complain, people will say that there is bad market, that there are no clients, that people are not coming for the viewings, market is down, no clients. So this is what people unfortunately will be saying. But in my personal experience, the person is right now ready to purchase an apartment. So, but only one broker came for a viewing and has done a viewing. So this is what I would like to say. So what's the current status of new sales transaction? Which area you see the highest active? Okay, I'm sorry, my screen was covered. What is current status of the newest transaction? Okay, so there are transactions are really happening, Salim. I know, for example, literally a person who recently, maybe a few days or maybe a week time ago, who sold a villa, which is 5 or 6 million dirhams worth villa. So the villa was in Damak community. I think Damak Hills, I'm not sure. I think it was a Damak Hill. So he sold 5 million plus villa. This is which happened just right now. And I know another person who sold literally 2 units in a project, but which was a more affordable housing, where I think 1 bedrooms were around 500,000 dirhams. 2 units he sold. So this is which happened just during the last week. The transactions are happening. The villa which was sold for 5 million dirhams, I understand this is not, it doesn't happen like the client comes to you straight away and he says, hey Salim, I have a check 5 million dirhams, let's buy a villa. I know it doesn't happen in this way. It happened, there was a follow-up. I think the lead came maybe around 1 month. I'm not sure, I'm just trying to remember. So around 1 month ago the lead came, and then the follow-up was there, but the client bought a villa for 5+ million dirhams. So what I want to say is the conclusion that we have to make here is that transactions happen, that people are buying. People had bought just now they have bought it. So this 5+ million dirhams villa, it was sold just now. So it happens. The transactions are happening. The people who pay money to purchase, the people who has money, and the people who pay money, and people who are ready to pay this money, they are there. These people are there in the market. So this is what about the status of the transactions. Which area you see the highest? Okay, which area will be the most demanded one? I personally see only affordable houses. Houses like 5+, 6+, 7+ million. There might be some few transactions. I'm sure it will be happening, but I don't see it very, very active. I see it will be very, very hard to sell, and you will be just very lucky to get some buyer who wants to buy for 4, 5, 6 million dirhams. So the very active to sell, it's only affordable houses, where one bedroom apartment will be 800 and below, 800,000 and below. So this is what I see personally, and this is what I see as transactions, and this is what I see people, my friends who are selling, and this is the data that I personally have got. So this is what I see, Salim. So guys, I won't take much of your time. So this is the very quick update for the last week, what happened, and looking forward to see you next Saturday. If you will get some questions, you can feel very, very comfortable to send your questions as a private message. The very important and interesting questions we're always trying to answer during this half an hour live session. Thank you guys, thank you very much. Stay safe, stay positive, everything will be okay, and don't waste a day without doing something good, without just making some efforts. Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye. Stay safe.